What's going on, people? It's the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy. Which dog is it today, folks? It is Martin Skirsis for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got some news right now regarding Conor Benn. Sorry, formerly Conor Benn, now known as allegedly Conor Benn. Here we go. He put a tweet out essentially. Well, there's documents out now clearing him of the 50 eggs a day allegations. Here we go. Michael Benson put it out. He said, statement from Conor Benn claiming that he's now been cleared of any wrongdoing by the NADP, National Egg Doping Panel, the NEDP actually, over his positive test from 22, meaning he is free to fight again. Here we go. I am thankful that after an incredibly challenging 2 years, the NADP panel has today finally cleared me of any wrongdoing. This past 24 months has unquestionably been the toughest fight of my life, a rollercoaster period within which the WBC had already decided I was innocent. Listen, the WBC are the Kinahan Cartel Part 2. Okay, so that don't mean nothing. The WBC, any FUCKery that's going on, the WBC at the top of it, right? So let's not make out the WBC the most integral. You pay him. You pay Suleiman, allegedly. Some people say. Some people say you pay Suleiman and he give you what you want, so stop playing. Look at Carrot Top. The WBC already decided that I was innocent, and the NADP decided in the first instant that there was no case to answer and I was free to fight. As someone who is so passionate about boxing and an advocate for clean sport, I hope now I've been cleared, it can be understood why I've maintained my innocence so strongly throughout. Listen, let me say this right now. We need to see some scripts here. We need to see what the facts are. They should put the case. I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't done my research, but where's the case? Where is the case? Where are the claims here? Yeah, where are the claims? Where is your rebuttal? No case to answer. I'll tell you if there's a case to answer. How about that? Show me the evidence. I'll tell you if there's a case. I'm not even necessarily sure I believe it anyway. Either way, I'm not sure I believe the authorities, and I'm not sure I believe Conor Benn. So it don't really matter. You can't really give me no evidence, and that's why I said you don't know what agenda there is. You don't know if someone's mad at Ben and they're trying to get him off, or whether Ben's juicy and he's trying to get off. You don't know. So that's what I said before. As long as two fighters... So when Eubank agreed to continue with the fight, he must have seen enough. And hence, the fight should crack on. Yeah? We live in... What's the word? We're supposed to live in... What do you call it? We're supposed to live in a society where you have individuality and free man rights. Something like that. There's some sort of free man... There's some sort of... What I'm trying to say here. The point I'm making is each man has his right to determinism, and if Eubank want to get in there as a 35-year-old man, that's his right to do that. It shouldn't be the job of the... Do you know what I'm saying? Fair enough. If it comes out that Conor Benn was allegedly on something and Eubank don't want to fight, then whatever. But it's between two men. End of the day, yeah, that's how it should have been left. All these governing bodies and whatnot. I don't care if it comes out. For example, let's say it comes out a fighter was really juicing. If his opponent's happy with it. If his opponent's doctors have a look, and even if he's geared off his head. Let's say, for example, it came out about Jerome Miller, and AJ says, listen, I don't care if he's on all the gears. I still want to fight him. So be it. That's his right to do that. And if anything, it gets you more... Imagine how big that is. Imagine if Eubank punches the head off of Ben, and he's juiced... You know what I mean? It actually raises your... It raises your standing. And again, it's your right to do that. If AJ had said no to Jerome Miller, so be it. But that's where decision making needs to stay. Because right now, there's too much going on. For example, Dillian White and AJ. That fight got pulled summer last year. For what? It turns out, actually, no, he wasn't due. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? And fighters and their teams are better at deciphering this information than any governing body, I believe. That's what the evidence shows. Eubank's team decided they're happy with the fight. I believe AJ's team would have cracked on fighting Dillian White at the time. But it's taken out of their hands. And all it's doing really is damaging the sport. For what? Dillian White was cleared. Ben's cleared. So we just wasted 2 years. For what? And I said this at the time, 2 years ago. It's going to end up going nowhere. And all we've done is lost 2 years. At the time, everyone was saying, "Oh man, it's a cheat, it's a cheat. We know why we must not have cheats in the sport." Well, they're here anyway, so we might as well get some entertainment. We might as well squeeze some blood out of them, because what they're doing, gear or no gear, is worthwhile watching. They ain't hurting nobody else but each other. That makes sense. Anyway, it goes on. As a man of God, oh here we go. Come on, as a man of God, I bear no ill will toward UKAD or the British Boxing Board of Control. We have shared ambition of a clean sport, and I look forward to reconciling with the board and moving forward together. I would like to thank my fans who have stood by me. Your support. Okay, blah 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 blah. So he's waffling on. We now have the document statement from UKAD on Conor Benn, in which they confirm the NADP decided to dismiss the charge against Benn as they were not comfortably satisfied with UKAD's case. However, UKAD insists they still have 21 days to appeal this decision. Here we go. Statements released on Conor Benn. A UKAD spokesperson said, UKAD notes that professional boxer Conor Benn has made public comments today regarding the outcome of proceedings before the independent National Anti-Doping Panel. UKAD can confirm that it received the decision of the independent NADP this afternoon. The panel concluded that it was not comfortably satisfied that UKAD had proved that Benn had committed an anti-doping rule violation for the use of clomiphene. The provisional suspension previously in place has been lifted and the charge against him has been consequently dismissed. UKAD will now carefully review the panel's decision in accordance with its appeal rights under the UK anti-doping rules. In accordance with Article 13.7.1, UKAD has 21 days from the date to appeal. I mean, I hope they don't appeal. Either way, I'm not sure, but I assume he's cleared now anyway, it sounds like. So even if they appeal, he won't be banned again until that appeal is successful for UKAD. But to me, they're sounding... Again, you just don't know. There's conflicting incentives here. No one likes to lose. And that is the problem with courts. Even if you're beating court... I haven't heard of no one not appealing, if that makes sense. So it goes on and on and on and on and on. For what? No doubt there'll be some UKAD executive who's been out of shape. Oh man, we're gonna get him. They got the meat between their teeth, just trying to. They're not actually looking. I don't know the evidence. I haven't seen it. They're not actually looking at the evidence. It's all about ego and I must get him. Oh, we can't let him get away. One of them ones there. I don't know what Benn did, and no one will never know what he did or did not do, and even if he was caught of it in his system, we'll never know if he did know it was there and purposely did it. So it's a big mess essentially. And the bottom line is, I'm glad he's coming back. Yeah, there's no point wasting time. There's no point wasting breath or energy trying to root these guys out like that. There needs to be a system in place which is clear. Yeah, like with Dillian White, like with Conor Benn. It should be a system should be in place. Yeah, where they only cancel fights when it's like the evidence is overwhelming, and there's no doubt they're gonna win. Yeah. We've got this guy, like Jarrell Miller versus AJ. That's a case where you got him. All these other cases you keep losing? What are you doing? You're trying to be busybodies. That said, I'll also add on, now maybe I'm conspiratorial, but I would not overlook potentially the impact of Turkey here. Yeah, the Turkey coin stretches far and wide. That's where it does stretch. I don't think it's a coincidence Turkey on the scene and all of a sudden things are getting passed. Yeah, them Turkey, man, they know how to, you best believe it, they know how to put someone on, proverbially speaking. Bash. Top pocket. Put that envelope in there. They know, they've been doing that one. Yeah? That's what they've been doing. So, I'm not saying he's got anything to do with it, but when that money start coming in, people start seeing the money, all of a sudden things start getting overturned and whatever else. Again, that doesn't necessarily take away from Conor Benn's innocence. Maybe he was innocent. He was clean. He was claiming innocence all this time. Yeah, it's a convoluted situation. But bottom line, let's get Conor Benn back in there with Eubank. Because Eubank ain't fighting no one. He's fighting pure bums. Ben's fighting pure bums. So you might as well have them together for what it's worth. At least we're getting something out of that. The question is, for all the PED. People who love sucking off PED stories. I don't. I told you. When Dillian White got poor, I said, put the fight on, man. I'm not interested in your moody allegations that end up nowhere anyway. Put the fight on. Get the fight over with, and then come out with all the fake news stories. Because Eddie Hearns didn't have a problem bringing the fake news stories out after the fight when it was Helenius versus AJ. He pulled it. Somehow it managed to only come out after. Yeah, or Dillian White versus Rivas. It only came out after. So these things are used politically. Yeah, when they actually want to put a fight on, you don't hear about it till the fight's happened. When they don't want to put a fight on and they're trying to do whatever they're doing, it's we got him before. We caught him in the nick of time, days or weeks before, a few weeks before. And then, actually, even though we caught him a few weeks before and cancelled the fight, Dillian White's cleared. Benn's cleared. So it's irritating. Yeah? Wasting my time. And too many PED homosexuals out there. Oh, we need to ban him. To some extent, I agree, but we're not there anyway. You can't control it. What's the point worrying about it? For these guys to be cleared anyway. Just let them crack on, man. If two men want to fight, let them fight. Bottom line. And that's what should have happened 2 years ago. It would have been 2 years forward now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. I'm happy for Conor Benn, for what it's worth. If he was genuinely innocent, it must have been horrible. I don't know whether he was or was not. Too much water under the bridge. But I guess you could argue, well, the NADP have said he's innocent. Crazy that it takes 2 years though, isn't it, really? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Let off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.